Hey, how you doing? So this is going to be another reading in regards to work and career and finances, and just to see what's going on for you all that want to kind of tap in and see in relation to what's resonate. If it comes out as a direct read, sometimes it might resonate with someone directly or a group of you directly. Sometimes star sign names or star signs may pop up in relation to who you are as a star sign, or individual star signs. Either way, let's just see what's going on for you all as a collective, and let's find out what's going on for the collective for finances, please, and career and work. Thank you. It says no one really getting in your way other than yourself. You've got to victimize your mindset around your work this year. It says 2026 is gonna be good for a lot of you, but only the star signs that resonate with the mindset driven are going to be absolutely bored at this time until they move past it. It says, mind you, people that are driven could be only looked at in a way that you are going too fast. So maybe you're driven, but you could be more ambitious or more communicative in your mind more than usual. Like you could be going too far and then you just drop off the radar because you've gone too far and no one's ready to kind of catch you yet. If that makes sense, it's like I'm waiting to see who's going to pick me up from where I am in my job, my career, meet me in a mindset of my own. Like I'm ready to go forward to a career change. For some of you guys that might want to switch roles, like I'm ready to find a new job. I'm ready for a career change. I'm ready for a new bank or building society that's going to help me to elevate my mindset around the things that I want to do. And then it's like you get the new bank and building society, but the things that you want to do are not aspiring to become anything until June ending. And it says only in the retrograde period you actually will pick up things because you'll start to see where you left off in a mindset of your own to have good news. Then it says for some of you guys that are Pisces, you're not going to see good news up until November. But it says, warning, signs for you all to have good news in November are not easy either. Because Pisces energy is taking hold of everybody's mindset around the November period, which is Scorpios. However, Scorpios will succeed in November and past November, but from now. And it says only in their mind, though, as well, because successful people will come about to you and speak to you and give you good news and make you feel like good news is coming. But it says, warning, try to warn yourself that nothing's set in stone until you decide to take it on in your mind beyond measure. Or maybe even pursue certain career goals that are going to make you feel like you made it into the industry realm, that are going to give you great news overall with your friends, with your family members, with people that are going to help you out of a struggle. Because it says many of them are trying to build right now in relation to friendships or memories that are going to hold you into your mindset about good news more than bad news. Because some of you guys are leading the way to have good news purposely in your minds about things that could relate to karma, because it's like you want to have good news with your mind, right? At the same time, you will drop the ball easy if you're not careful with things like sex. Things like your marriage life could get in the way. Things like murdering your mind around people that don't know how to treat you very well. Maybe even things that are going to make you feel like you have karma coming in, and it doesn't bother you much more than that. So it says nothing really bothers you more than your mindset about things that you could aspire to become and achieve. If your mindset tells you good news is there, good news is there. It says nothing set in stone with people bothering you today. You might have calls to take, or maybe even seeing if people like you enough to take you on in your mind about things that you believe in, like things you achieve. So it says karma comes to those things a little bit if you've been dwindling. Doesn't say that it's a bad thing though, because people may be peed off a little bit that you haven't tried hard enough. But it says if you warn that you're not feeling that great in yourself, not to worry, try not to stress. Just pick up where you left off in your mind and be great to yourself, because you will see things in your mindset in a way that karma comes to you and not the other person, because they may not want to see that they've got bad news in their mind overall with you. And it says they do like you for a friendship kind of energy, or even enemy a little bit, when they see that they could go overboard with their mad hunt for joy, which is to pick on people's mindset when they feel like they're not doing so great with things in their life to work on things or do great in their mind. So not to worry about it. Try to move past it with people that are miserable, moany, or just very egoistic, or gradually moving towards what your mind needs to see in your head to move past shifts. Ideally, things that have been taking too long to move past things, and maybe crap in the background, because people do look at things in that direction when they feel like they're not helped or you're not helped. You may get grumpy, or people may get grumpy for not helping you the way they want to help you. So it says try to time your existence in your mind the way you see fit. Maybe you have a coach that helps you, or a mentor, or maybe even people that want to see you do well and may not want to bully you, but the bullying is ready to come out of somebody that's ready to say, well, I know you're not going to keep making excuses for the things that you want to do, even tasks that you say you're going to do and you haven't done it yet. It says try to warn yourself that it's not worth seeing it from a perspective of theirs, but more so from your own, because they could be miserable and looking for things to do to mimic you or bully you or push you a bit too far into your work life or into your motivational skills or thinking. It says good communication could come to you, or even better news one day, but not really right now, with somebody picking on their mind to bully your mind, to say, come on girl, come on guy, come on whoever, to try and push you into the right direction of what it is that you need to do. So it says this person's ready to do that right now, and they don't want to stop, but they realize you will have achievements with them when you're pushed. And it says you're pushed right into the deep end with things like giving yourself good news on how to swim through the problems, like get through them automatically or directly, going out of your way to swim through them, okay, weaving through the crowd and so on. It says you're going to have better news like this, because it's not going to be easy, but at times you will need help or support with people that are going to help you. So not to panic. You are going to have good news and bad news sometimes, with someone saying you're not enough, or you're not good enough, or you're not doing enough. But it says you will see yourself moving past a panic. Okay. Ideally, you will see things in your mindset for yourself as well. So it says karma comes to those who do not know how to stop picking on the mind of yours right now, because they are picked on in their mind on how they are doing in the workplace or how they help people. So they need to push themselves a little bit further than your mind would tell them they need to, because they realize they need to start from somewhere. And to pick on you right now is a man that doesn't know how to bully you more than that, but he's ready to see whether you're going to pick up yourself and do good news with your work and murmur his mental health to his mind, which is marrying his mindset, because he believes he's very good at his work or his job, but he wants to see you fit and healthy, and he wonders, can you lose a lot more time in your mind to have bad news, because you've probably got bad news in your brain somewhere where you need to drop the act, drop the mental grief, or drop whatever it is that's challenging you or holding you back from karma. So it says karma is coming to you with this mindset that he has to pick on you, but it doesn't say it's a bad thing. He wouldn't pick on you to the point you're going to drop down and hurt yourself, or he wouldn't pick on you to mimic your mindset around a situation or make you feel like you're sad. He's just going to pick on you until he feels like he needs to fall off and grunt a little bit, but he's okay. He will move past it. Okay, so it says right now he wants to hold on to you, making sure that you're well and healthy and doing good. So he's ready to look for you where you are right now. Bit miserable that he can't hold your hand right this minute, but he will if you need to speak to him and he's around. So it says that you may see him one day or may not see him, but he's a very good, challenging man. And there's a woman out there that will help you in that same direction as well, if you can find her. Or maybe she's already there for some of the men or women that are going to challenge you and help you out of a sticky situation. It says for Pisces energy and Scorpios and Virgos that need this support, it's coming into your existence with things that you are challenging. It could be directly work, or maybe even things that you are doing in your marriage life, maybe even when you're making your money, or it could be even things that you're doing in regards to your wedding plans. Some of you guys are getting ready to purposely work on these things through your karma and your finances, and it says it's helping you overall to stress less about a situation. It says for some of you guys that are suffering a heart disease problem, you need to see a doctor ASAP if the problem consists. because there is a heart attack or a bowel that needs to be removed, or it's blocked, or it needs to be looked at severely, or it does need to be challenged a little bit with medication taken regularly. And it says those things will help you, including your medicines and things that you do take regularly to help it heal. It says try not to worry yourself around alcohol or drinking problems, because you're going to need this more for work focus when you do need to focus more on your career goals and your work. So try to take away health problems as much as possible this month or this evening or this year, because you're going to need it more in the workplace and around your life to work on yourself and do great things. You can't go around with health problems. And it says even for some of you guys that are going to the gym, you can't go to the gym with health problems. If your chest is hurting you, or if you've got problems with your bowel, you know, like some of you, it could be wedding vows. Some of you, it could be tumors growing inside of you. Some of you, it could be blocked arteries. Some of you, it could be even problems with your mental health, blockages with thinking, clairvoyant, or maybe even seeing that you need to fog out the memory, or maybe stop the fog in the memory. Okay, and it says some of you guys need to tune out of bad moods and bad attitudes, or things that are burdening you with things at work, or people around you, like people that pay you or people that sweat on you all the time to see what's going on in your life and want to come forward with a bad mindset to give you. But it says these things are troubling them so much to the point that they will send out information to you, or it will give you time to wonder, should they shut up and keep moving forward in a way that they could behave themselves and be quiet? Because they want to pick on you now. It says it's not worth it. Because even if you do get picked on, what is it that they're looking for after you've been approved for many good things that you're moving forward to now achieve and see great news come? It says, warning, in a week or two, they could pick on you again, but for what? It doesn't make sense. And it says they were ready to pick on your mindset anyway, regardless if you had said anything. But it says now they want to pick on you even more now that you could have picked on them or said something rude. But it says it's not worth it. It's only challenging energy and it needs to stop. And it says you've moved past it today and you will move past it another day. But it says the management team doesn't know what to do other than give you good news or bad news. So it says warn yourself not to pick on anyone else. But it says this mindset of a man that's bullied in his head and bravely bright-eyed, bushy-tailed this Monday morning seems to be panicking about why he needs to come to you with sex mental health problems of his own, because he doesn't mind bashing someone with his cock. And it says moaning and groaning about it is his girlfriend, but it's not you that has to deal with the problem, is it? Because you have to take the bashing of his brain not giving him good news when he's not giving himself good news in his ego department, which is his private area, his problem solving area, when he wants to take it out on somebody. And it says it's not good for the work attribute in his head. He may need to lose his mind about things or lose his job, because it says he's taking it out on the team. He could be taking it out in the workplace. He could be taking it out in your business structure. He could be taking it out in your business mindset for things that you're just doing to achieve goals anyway, and somebody is troubling you out there in your community, in your environment, in your workplace, in your workforce. It says it's not a good outcome. He needs to stop picking on you through clever karma. He feels like it is, but it's never clever karma when the gun is shooting back at him for a war. He will cause war with you if he doesn't stop the war now. Okay? It says his brain is ticking over with revenge for whatever it is that you could say to him back and forth, but it says it's not worth it. He needs to go and lie down and take a sip of medication, or maybe even drink some alcohol or take some drugs to cool off, or maybe even go back to the word of advice of people that keep troubling his mind to behave himself in his own environment, whether that is his workforce, his work agents, his work staff, or people that he feels like are below him because he's a manager. It says some of them are going through hell right now trying to teach teenagers what to do to give you bad news, but it says it doesn't work out in the favor of theirs because you're training yours to come out of a problem. So it says warning signs are there for you to see that you've got good news in a month's time, because karma's coming to him with something that you said you're not going to leave or even change your mind about. And it's a job that you're going to do. For some of you guys that are Pisces, Scorpios, and Libras, you're going into a job that's going to pay you absolutely amazing finances. This is going to be a set in stone moment. It says the work that's coming in is not really bad news, but the idea could be bad to some. However, it says no one's going to treat you bad in the job force, nor will they not pay you. People are going to pay you all over the world. And it says even for those of you that are coming into business plans, career mindset is not going to be easy to trouble you, but you've gone and got yourself a winner. So well done, Scorpio. That's number one. Number two is Pisces, for those of you that are going into business with Scorpio or with your mindset set around the jobs that they've prepared in their mind for you because you had to change an outcome or you had to do something and you listened. Not like the Pisces that are not listening. And it says some of you guys that are Virgos are not going to feel bad for situations that are going to change in the next week. You're going to have good news around the situation. It says park your nose around the mindset that's going to give you good news and blessings, because there's blessings coming in for some of you guys in the next week. It says not really Pisces as much, but Scorpio, you've got a blessed outcome. And it says your decision making is precise. It says this one is not going to dwindle around your mindset about things or change your mind in any way, shape or form. You're going to continue to the very end, which is death do you part with that business because it didn't work out in your old age. When you're a pensioner, ideally, you don't need to work no more because you're a millionaire status, or you've got good news because your money is so rich and wealthy and prosperous that you don't have to worry about life anymore. You just did it. You made it out of a cycle. You've taken away a generational curse for some of you guys that didn't even realize you were in a generational curse because you couldn't come out of a financial rut in your life. You've made it out alive, wealthy, healthy, and satisfied with everything that you've got coming. And it says so much help is on board, so much travel, but so much help and so much genius energy is coming into it as well, because you're planning to bring your family into these things and other people, like people that wouldn't mind joining your rank. Maybe even joining your team, joining your brunches, joining your journey forward. It says you've got so much at stake to lose out in your mind if you don't put a plan to paper, because it says there's so many things that you could aspire to become, and now's the time to really peek in on these things if you didn't think about it so long and hard before. It says there's inspiration for you to take on and use it to your imagination pops the question in reality to say, I done it, I made this happen and I bring it about and you've won. It says don't stop, Pisces, Scorpio and Virgos. In September as well, it says for some of you guys, if you don't lose your mindset around the situation, it says it's going to be hard for you to bring in good news. So try to bring good news in August or May of next year, or maybe even for those of you that bring in May's energy now. Ideally, if you feel like May's energy, which is to give you good news around that time, will give you good news along the way. So it says even when we don't understand what does this mean by May's energy, it says the things that are going to happen by May, bring it around now if you can. So it says karma comes with this because we may have to, meet our minds around it. Maybe we need to do a reading a year ahead so that we can see the situation unfold for what it is. It says karma comes with this because it can change, but it says it can remain the same if you bring the energies around and stick to it. Have a plan, write a vision board, write down your goals, ring somebody to fellowship the situation where you know that it could happen because they're on board and they're not going to let it waver either because they know they want to do the same thing. It says karma comes to this problem too because they may have things that shift or move around, but it says you're really in the mindset to help something happen for you that's going to break a curse. And for some of you, a generational curse is being broken in Scorpio because it says it's not going to work out for people that keep targeting you for bullying or even for mental health problems or for things that you said that you did not want to bring around in the next year or even this year, last year, or whenever. And it says you haven't stopped but to riddle your head around why you was going to get a breakthrough, why a situation could change, why something could come and save the day, why something could come and give you good news now, and why something could just pop the question in your mindset and give you great outcomes in your head about a situation. It says you don't have to worry about who's who or where it's going. Try to wonder why it's going to happen in your existing moments. Like when Pisces says they don't want to hear what's going on with you being mad about a situation, but they want to see you again, help the community, or bring about a individual's mindset around the group that you could be sitting around, maybe even a group table. It says, I personally want to see you again. I like you. And it says Pisces could be a person that wouldn't mind seeing some of you again, especially if you're Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, and for some of you guys, Aries. Okay. And it says some of you guys, Aries, because some of you guys may not be Capricorn, but it says Capricorn is not going to be easy for this person to be around, this Libra. And it says some of you guys, you don't need to see the Libra anyway. Okay. And it says, you know who you are. So you'll know who it is that's trying to bring about a problem, or even bring about an Easter period that could cause a problem for you. It says, try to plan things earlier in advance, because someone is setting you up for a long term of success, as well as a long term of problems in two different outcomes with two different people. So you've got one direction going down a long road of success, and then there's another outcome of a long road of determination to be bullied and nasty and evil. So it says, go in the direction of success and don't waver. Try to decipher which way that direction is. If you need help, do a general reading in your star sign, or call up the tarot reader directly. So if any of you guys need help, my information is there, so you can contact me directly. You can even, jot a message if you don't see my information in the description area. Just drop a message, in the comment section saying, oh, I would love a private reading, and I will give you the details moving forward. Okay, I will see your message and give you details moving forward. It says, even if you feel like you could come forward and want to speak directly, don't speak about it in your mind. Try to speak about things directly. Don't worry if you're scared, because some of you guys may move forward and say, well, bloody hell, I know she's a reader, but what if she doesn't know how to read my mind? Because some of you guys do that and it messes you up. It says you need to be direct as much as possible so the reader can give you information directly. It says, don't guess her skills, like, can you think what I'm thinking, or can you wonder what's happening tomorrow in my life in a way that I can't see it, but then I need you to just tell me, oh, it's happening because I thought about it and I wonder if it's going to happen because I planned it. Like, don't try to tease the reader like, oh, can you think what I'm thinking now in my head? Like, try to just be natural, because the universe is working with people that have natural abilities to help people out of problems with the natural skills of the universe that you can't see and you can't understand. And if you trust the reader enough, you will understand why it's going to work out for you. It will never be led astray. Okay, and especially right here on this platform, it says you may not understand everything, but everything's going to come out just perfect now, because people are not trolling her energy as much. Ideally, the tarot readers that are giving you good news. It says some of them are out there. You have to decide who's who. On this platform, I am here so you can help in the situation. It says with the energy that is coming into existence, there's good news. So you can get help out of a situation on this platform, and you can also go to other tarot readers as well and get good news too. Just decipher who's who. Okay. And it says right now you'll see a win energy for you as you move on along the cusp sign of Scorpio. It says energies will come into place for somebody that wants to talk to somebody about a bad omen that they want to discuss with a wife, or some type of wedding plans that they want for a child or a daughter. It says this person doesn't need you to get involved. So if you are the child of the daughter of the person, ideally the mother or the father, that wants to know that you're going to go through this marriage, it says don't ever get involved with them, even through the mind. You may hear through the grapevine. Ideally, you could get a reading, you could have a dream, you could feel like there's an energy attacking you. It says don't go there at all. Don't speak to them even if you can. Try to wish their energy away as much as possible. God will take care of it. And it says it will happen in CERN energy on Monday or Tuesday of this week. Okay, so ideally today, tomorrow, the energy will just disappear automatically next week and this week as well. It says not really so much this week too much because the person's manipulative, but we'll try as much as possible as angel guides, ideally Aziel, which is Ariel, because she's trying to hide behind Raziel. Bless her. Oh my goodness. She's scared right now. Angel Ariel. Okay, she wants to come out of a problem with Scorpio's energy. She also wants to come out of a problem with the bloodline of Scorpio's energy. It could be any Scorpio, and it could be you as well as a Virgo. For some of you guys that are Virgos, Taurus, Libra, and Gemini, it says she wants to come out of a problem. So she's looking at Raziel like, can I be as or Arazel? She's trying to make up some word, like, because she doesn't want to be seen as she's hurt certain people in the families of those star signs. She says she couldn't help people as cause for concern was coming in with only a problem that you didn't know of for some of you, but some of you may have, which is cause for concern of cornucopia. She's a cornucopia woman. She takes care of things in the cornucopia realm. She realized cornucopia is not going to be easy to bring about in your mindset sometimes, but you won through an energy of, you know what, I'm applying myself to something and I'm going to get it in a different way. And it's going to be the real cornucopia. It's not going to be a fake. It's not going to be something where I'm going through a room and someone's going to challenge me there and tell me I can't have it. It's something that I know that I'm good at, something I know that I'm going to win at, and something I know that I'm not going to stop at either. I'm going to challenge the energies and still find my way there. It says through Gemini energy, you found your way there. It says Gemini energy was coming up on the cusp of this star sign, which is Gemini. It came through Taurus energy, and it gave you an outcome of disease no more. Ideally, the disease was no good news with your banking, no good news with the outcome of you having problems with your children, which is absolute false information, because it says you will come out of problems with your children. You will come out of problems with your mindset, giving your children bad luck. You will also come out of problems giving yourself bad luck. And you'll also come out of problems giving your mindset bad luck. But it says you had to work your way out of this problem. Even if you had to let go of somebody to get there, it could have even been your child. For some of you guys, it could be that your child's gone to care, or it could be that your child's gone to stay at a friend's house, or the thing could be that your child has gone somewhere in their mind to hide out or relax or just tell more lies to themselves, or, you know, liberty take some more, because it says you had problems with children and children's curses giving you bad luck all your life because of a father figure not loving a mother. And it says it could be your mum, and it says all this time they've been punishing you, your bloodline, and the rest of your family, including your womb, your children, and their bloodline, because they wasn't having good news in their lifespan with their life. And a father, ideally it could be your father, this person was love struck. Okay, when they are love struck, they are heart attacking themselves. They're giving themselves palpitation problems for the rest of their life. They don't know how to get out of it. It says it can cause other problems in their life. It could even cause manipulation to their health. Heart attacks could come. Manipulations could come in the form of fibromyalgia. It could also come in heart disease, mental health disease, odor problems, leg and arm problems like arthritis, and it can manifest itself through the family. Okay, it can actually manifest itself through the family, through her bloodline or his bloodline, whoever's having the palpitations or the mental health, or can't see past the love gone wrong in the love life. It says it can manifest itself through other ways of seeing things. It says you have blocked this energy for your children to get it. And it says you never knew that it was such a problem that it would warn yourself to have bad news in the future with your family, with your children. It says this is going to subside. It's not going to stay there for long. It says right now you have a child or children that don't know how to love. They may not know even how to love you. They may not even know how to give themselves love. Some of them might be gay. Some of them might be straight. It says word of advice is not to worry about it until October next year. You're going to have better news with your children successfully in love and marriage in the new year. It says people will come and confuse your situation a little bit to get you out of the problem. It says not really that bad though, so don't worry about it. It says right now your burdens are your own. So kind of communicate these things to the law of attraction. You want things in the universe, manifest it. Don't waver on it. Say, I know the universe will provide. That's how you manifest. You already know it's going to happen. You don't say, I want. You say, I know it's going to happen. And it actually comes true. You say, I know it's going to work out. And it actually comes true. You just know. You say, I am. It happens. You say, I know. It happens. You just know. And that's it. Yeah, you write down the word today, I know, and see if it doesn't manifest. Yeah, with whatever it is that you're thinking or you're feeling in life. Okay, it says blessings can come through the mindset of I am and I know. And I know and I am are the blessings. And these are the things that you need to work out in your life. Okay? I'm writing this down as we speak. So I am and I know my manifestations are going to come true. Okay? They're going to come to pass. So that's all you need to know. And it says blessings will come to your mindset. Okay, so write down that information so you know this as a fact. This is attuning yourself with the law of attraction. So right next to it, or as a heading, law of attraction. Okay, it comes in mysterious ways. Sometimes you have to be really motivated. Sometimes you have to be on a whim. Sometimes people have to be chasing you, running after you, or doing crazy things, and you want to get out of it, but you want to do better for yourself. Okay, so if you see yourself in that position right now, chat to yourself, amen. Or even write in the comments area, amen. Say to God, amen. Write a victory to yourself and say, amen. Okay? Good news is about to come to you this month in that word as well. For some of you guys that didn't believe it, God would turn things around. There's a blessing, right? Or type the word blessings. You know what I mean? You know? And it says it's going to work out in your favor no matter what. And don't dwindle on that, because there's still people riding on your coattail, riding on your coat strings, wondering when can they ride on it some more so you will fall and trip when they're trying to trip and fall on your coattail, because you're not going to trip and fall. As a Scorpio in particularly, you will not fall. Okay? You will keep riding it out, and you will ride it out for the rest of the community as well. You won't let people karmically come to you with bad news of evil spirits that wanted to hide and say, yeah, it wasn't going to work out. And they were looking to see if you were going to trip and fall and was wondering, when was you going to let them in to make sure it would happen? It says, not this time. You thought that I was going to help you come up, or maybe even give you time in my mind to remember, so that you could wash away all my good energy. Maybe even wash away my sins with nothing to spare for myself. Because the truth is, you can wash away my sins as a Pisces. Even for some of you guys, some of you guys can wash away people's sins, yeah, or they can wash away your sins. But it says not this time. This person was bad news. It says their energy came up in your head as bad news as well. It says they have other things about them that would bring you good news and bad news, because you can't give them good news and bad news, but you gave them good news and bad news through areas of your life that you didn't realize was going to come about. It says it's warning you not to riddle yourself through problems, because only the universe understands some of this information. So if you don't understand it, don't worry, but you're going through it though through God's guidance. You are going through it through the whim of God. Okay, there's worship energy there as well. Some of you guys really pray to God a lot. You go through it through God. You're not going to stop praying. And it says some of you guys need these prayers to help you out of a rut, out of a problem, out of your ancestors' realm of bad news. Anything that was coming to them, giving them good luck, it says it's going to multiply. These things are going to multiply to the point you've got success. And it says you didn't know this though. You thought you was going to continue getting bad news. Why? You keep getting headache, you keep getting problem, you keep having heart attack issues even. Like for some of you guys, you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm falling. I'm dying. I'm not feeling well today. It says, no, don't worry. We're helping you out the problem. And it says it really is going to pass. It will. You just got to believe it and say it as well. Tell yourself, I know that I'm having good luck because these energies that are evil are going to go away. And very soon at that. And you'll just see them dwindle. They will not come back. Just keep moving on, because people ride on your coat string too much as a Scorpio, as a vanilla essence mindset as well. For some of you guys that don't understand what that is, it says people want to pee on your parade right now with the enemy energy in Pisces, which is coming out of a situation in Virgo that's going to help you in another vanilla situation, which is I know I'm black and you're white. It says this situation is not going to help us at all. We have to come out of this mindset. This mindset ASAP, And it says only because you keep thinking of the worst in your family. And it says it's gonna be there for a little while longer, only because someone is bringing it in karma. And it says you don't want this energy though, but it says there's a man here that wants it, and he keeps looking at you and he's burdened. He's a very good Capricorn liar. He's actually a Capricorn, by the way. He may be a Virgo for some of you guys. He could be a Libra as well. He also could be a antenatal Scorpio as well, which is somebody that riddles his mind on lies. He could stay there and lie for hell and murder. He's never going to tell the truth. He could actually bend his mind to lie for no reason. He likes it. He stays there lying forever on anything and everything. He lies. It says murder, murder on this man. Why did he come to you with anything? And it says anytime this man was in your family. Oh my gosh, Pisces, why? For some of you guys, it's a Pisces that you are, and you're having problems with that mindset ongoing. For some of you guys, you're Libras and you're like, bloody hell, why did I have to have a kid like that? Or why do I have a cousin like that or a friend like that? For some of you guys, you're Scorpios, but it's not bothering you because you've moved on, they've moved on, it's not going to be a problem. And for some of you guys, it is a Scorpio native energy, but it's not really good for you to hang around this person for long. Hence why the energy has to bounce. It's got to go away. It's not going to be in your mind anymore either. For some of you guys that needed to tune into a death spell, that was not going to happen, or to see that the person had to move on from a problem, it says you've got good news with that. Just allow it to be that. It doesn't have to be anything else. Even if you thought, oh, I could be with this person as a friend, or we could get back together if he was a lover or she was a lover, or it could have worked out in some other way where you could have been with this person for a long time, or you didn't know that they were going to be there for you. It says this person could have asked you to even laugh at yourself one day. Like you could have decided, all right, I'm going to pull down my drawers for them. I'm going to give them some love today. After all, they came to you in spirit asking you to do this. It says you didn't know all of that though. They wanted to have sex with you for nothing. Like they didn't want a relationship. They never wanted to bend the rules really, because they would have to give you something, even if it was a little money, maybe take you out once in a while, but still didn't want to do that at times. Okay? And it says no one's really coming to you again in that way. So it's good. And it says all this time you've been manifesting things that you believe is more powerful than even these demons, that you say, you know what, I'm straddling the fence, because what if I need to have best of both worlds a little bit, because it's taking too long to get my blessings, and I don't want it to take too long, because I believe it will be quick when God says so. I have to wait in God's timing, and I know God's timing can take years sometimes. So when am I going to get mine? It says don't worry, Scorpio. Don't worry, Venom energy of Virgo. Don't worry, Libra. Don't worry, curses of vaginal areola of Taurus, or Aries even for some of you guys. It says no one's gonna borrow time and energy like yours to believe that you have bad news all your life. Just try to move past it. You're gonna have good news in November, and some of you guys are gonna have bad outcomes with the weather, because someone could come and borrow time to be nasty to you. But it says this person's gonna move on from problems and have better news elsewhere in their life. When they see fit, they will come forward, but not right now. As a Scorpio energy and a Taurus energy and a Capricorn energy and a Libra energy and a Venom energy of Libra, Leo, it says some of you guys have got problems with the region area of a vagina. You all could be under oath to say why. Maybe some of you guys are celibate. Some of you guys are under chastity belt rules. Some of you guys are not giving it up for nobody. Some of you guys are like, well, I'm waiting till marriage. And some of you guys don't know how to move past the problem because you're tired. Okay? And it doesn't say anything other than that. It says when you realize you've got better energy in some situations to see what's going on more than anyone else, it says you've got better news in your mindset more than a lot of people, including you, Pisces. And some of you more than the Pisces even, because Pisces is looking like, I'm confused. No, you're not bloody confused, Pisces. You just got victim mentality. You want to stay in that energy. And it says some of you guys really need to get out of it, because it says karma's coming to you like that. And you don't need to stay in that victim mentality to be a mind game. Okay? Or even the mind reading abilities that could come to you later on with people that don't know you. It says, yeah, I want to know you more, but I want to hear what it is that I've got to say to you first to see what's going on, and blah, 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 blah. But it says only when you realize you've got good news, because not everybody is going to trust you, okay? But it says you don't trust everybody either, and you're not trying to look into anybody's problems, but you do wonder what's going on with some people. And it says some people you do wonder about, but you don't give a shit about everybody. As a Pisces, as a Scorpio, and as a Libra, you may not want to know everybody's business. You don't really care. So it says sometimes you may even look at things and you're like, well, bloody hell, that's your business. But at the same time, it could be clarification of things you need to know, or clarification of things you don't need to know. But it says, warning, are you judging me? Because there could be a Libra right now judging you in the mindset of a Leo. And it says there could be a Leo right now judging you in the mindset of a Libra. But it says also there's a Libra that doesn't know how to move past the mental health problems that she has with you, which is to look on you all the time. And it says only because your leadership abilities could be coming into play. And some of you guys go out there, have fun, have good news, and don't know where to go to get more good news, but you found it now. And it says, bloody hell, you found good news around your community and things that you could do, and go online and find even more things to do. Some of you guys go online and look for things to do, to have fun with people you don't even know. And you look for ways into communities through clubs, through singing ventures, through other things that you could do in your community. And you don't even have to go too far to do it. You're just blessed. It says, do you know how blessed you are? You could do so many different things to enjoy your life, and you don't even need a friend for some of you guys. You can make friends along the way. You could break up with friends and you can make more new friends, and you could go on with that pattern forever. And it says, you know something? You didn't know how to be a good friend to yourself in that way, because sometimes you need to go through many manipulative situations to have good news with your fun and your family. And even your vagina sometimes, because some people go out there and say, bloody hell, I'm going to go and have fun, but I don't know how. Okay, because they really do. And then there's word of advice. There's energies here of females, because it says a lot of women are looking for your mindset right now as a Pisces, as a Scorpio, as a Virgo, as a Libra, as a fundamental Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, maybe for some of them. And also for the central mental mentalities of a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces conjunct. It says those mental health issues between you 3 star signs, as water signs, sister signs, brother signs. It says you're all going to have good news in your mental health with things that you didn't know that were going to come about in the next week. Maybe because you like yourself a bit too much, or because you wonder what's going on with the farming industry. Ideally, what are you trying to sow that's going to grow? Some of you guys actually want to become farmers, or you want to take it seriously in some ways. Maybe you don't have the time or capacity, or maybe you really want to reap what you sow in those areas, but you just have to take your time. And it says no one's going to push you directly more than yourself. So don't allow energies in the background, even if it's in a spiritual realm, whether it's your ancestors or family members or people that have joined your mindset through their mental health, which is what I married your mother. It says don't get into it in that way. Try to do things in a way that you're doing things in a calm way. Don't let people bully you into nothing. Don't let them witchcraft you into nothing. Don't let them deal with you in your mindset of things that you didn't know that you could do through your family heritage, which is your father's generation. Some of you guys actually have a farm to get in your family's generation, and you didn't know that. It says only you would know what's going on if you needed to speak to someone out there. However, it says it's not worth it. This person's not giving you nothing, and you don't need to look into nothing that doesn't concern you. Pisces energy, again, does want to know where it's going with their money and their mindset with people's things. Like Scorpio says, if it's not mine, I will know about it. Yeah, because Scorpio is the owner of other people's money. They know what's going on with everybody. They realize they're not going to get involved with nothing that don't concern them. It says even if they're wrong at times, they don't care, because the thing about it is you're not going to bully me into something to make me feel like SHIT and expect me to take the curse. I'm not taking your cursed money. I'm not taking your cursed land. I'm not taking your curses to take these things either, because your liberties. Have some respect for me. Put some respect on my name and join the rank. We're going to build from scratch if we have to. I'm not going to take your liberty taking things. After all, you're going to go around and chat me. You're going to make sure that you gossip about me. You're going to make sure that you keep running your lips about me. And word of advice, oh, this one said this, that one said that about me. And keep talking how I said this and how I said that when I didn't say anything. And then you laugh and then you run around again in circle. I'm not going to take your nonsense. I ain't got time for that. So some of you are really playing it safe, and I don't blame you, especially if your business is your own. And it says, all you native evil star signs out there that don't want to see a Scorpio win. It says, this Scorpio ain't playing. This one ain't coming for jack doo-doo. Yeah? Because someone's watching you as a Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio and they see you're not coming to get nothing from them, they're really bizarre. They're like, oh my gosh, I'm shocked. Like, they're baffled. They couldn't understand why you wouldn't want to come for nothing. Why should you? After all, you're not trying to riddle me and make me look fool, or make me look like I'm stupid, or make me look like as if I'm an idiot. Like, do you not know how to talk to me better than you? The way you spoken to me is what they could say to you, or you could say to them. Yeah? Because at the end of the day, it's like, Scorpio, I don't care. You need to put respect on my name for whoever that is. It could be the Virgo. But it says, nah, sorry, I'm not talking to you, Virgo. You need to go back to wherever you came from in your community, because you tried to use me for things that I told you don't use me for. So when you're going to go into the mindset about it again, you're going to laugh at yourself, because I'm not allowing you to laugh at me. I'm a Scorpio. Yeah, and it says Virgo also realized they could be the same way as Scorpio, because you two are sister signs. But it says back and forth energies are not going to leave you to wonder why. It says all this time this person might want to leave you something as a Scorpio, but they don't know who to go to and where to go to give you that. They even want to leave it until they're dead. Not when your family member that married them died, ideally your mother or your father, but no, when they died as the step parent. Yeah? How liberties is that, Scorpio? This person is your father or your mother that passed away, and now they want to give you something, but only when they're dead. Oh, Lord of mercy, Scorpio. Do you know something? It says this person will reap what they sow in punishment, because they deserve every frigging thing that came to them. And it says, no wonder your parents keep getting involved in the problems. Your problems are your own. So it says, don't worry about the situation with your mind, your money. You're going to have a blessed union with yourself, Scorpio. So with any of you that are going through this like a Scorpio, you could be any star sign. You could be Virgo, you could be Libra, you could even be counting your blessings on what to do like Scorpio is, or you could be seeing that the judge is trying to get your mindset around a situation. You may need to go to court. It could be in another country. For some of you guys, you're in America. Some of you guys, you're in England, Scotland, or Wales. Some of you guys are being looked at like, where is she? Where is she? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? What country do they reside in? Or where are they in the land of the native land that this person knows you're in, but they don't know which state you're in, which location you're in, which, where you are, basically. They just don't know where you're located, what borough you're in, which area you're in, where do you reside? You know what I mean? They don't have an address for you, basically. They don't have a contact number. They don't even have an email address. They don't know how to get you. You block them on social media. You may not even have their social media. They may not even have yours. But you know something? Life is a bitch. Because these people should have told you that they were going to have good news with you overall. However, they can't get to you. They don't know where to go. They don't know who to talk to. They're not trying to even talk to you either. They just want to write things down like they can get you in that way. But it says, well, how? Did you not know your lawyers was going to eat off of it and take it away? Did you not know it was going to go to the state pension benefit system that they take things back from when they're tired of seeing death mentality in their head? Ideally, if you died, I'm taking back my share. Yeah? Or did you not know that I was taking back money to put in your bank account? Really, it's going to mine, because I'm taking this money if you don't want it. That's what lawyers do, some of them. And it doesn't say all of them do it, but they know they can get away with it. They can riddle things. They know the law. Yeah, shoot, the judge does it sometimes. And you know something else? Situations around charity is not always easy, so they might not give it to charity. But they can take it for themselves if they can find a loophole to get it. They'll find a way. He says, I know I can pretend to be your aunt. Shit, I know that I can pretend to be your brother. I write up the statements too. I know how to get the certificates. You know, these people are crafty. And it says they don't care. But do you know there is legal actions pending for some of them? So don't try to follow them if you're a legal paralegal. Okay, some of you guys will witness yourself in court if you're not careful, because some of them really know how to go around it. But it says some of you guys that are watching that are lawyers, don't take it personal, because this is a situation that is very delicate. And it says someone does want to give you money, but they're not allowed to give it to you, because they should have done it when your parent died. They should have looked at it very carefully, and they shouldn't have punished you. This person says, I punished you. I wanted you to look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. No, why would you want to do that? My dad has died. My mum just died. My aunt just died. My grandma just died. Like, why would you want to do that? You made it all about you. Now you're realizing you shouldn't have done that after how many years? 10, 20 years? 30 years later? What was it? 4 years? Maybe 5? A couple of years? Whoever it was out there that was thinking that they could play you like that, Lord have mercy on the Scorpio's mind, because you know something? It's a death wish. It says some of you guys are the Scorpio. Some of you guys are not the Scorpio. Some of you guys are evil Libra because this person thinks you're evil. Some of you guys feel like it could be a nasty, nasty way of looking at it because someone's trying to come and claim something and they don't even know why they're doing it because they looked at it as bad. You are bad. And it says this person realized they can't get a penny from this woman, not even from their brother's side of family. This man says he is not trying anymore. Who told him to go there and try? This mother of his said, well, go and look at it then. Has anybody come to say anything? Nope. No one's coming to look at it. No one's coming to see if somebody took money from the will. No one's coming to see if the money was taken from the will. And this mother of the brother, that's your half sibling, or a family member of the half sibling, is asking them, go and peep, go and look. Did she come for the money yet? We could get some. No. You're not getting none because she didn't get none. Why? Because she cursed out everybody in the family not to get none. It says no, she did not. And if you keep looking at it in that way, you're going to lose out because this woman had daggers for everybody. She was not giving no money to no one. And you can think about it in that way all you want to, but karma comes to you for even snooping on the parade of the person that had to tell off the person for being a liar, a liberty taker, and a witness to problems that she said, I know she was doing tax fraud. I know she was doing income fraud. I know she was doing insurance fraud. I know she was doing them things and she was trying to use my name, and I don't even live in her state. I don't even live in her country. I don't even know the woman. She was pretending to be my mum. Do you know how liberty taking this is? As a Scorpio or a Capricorn energy that was being targeted. And it says only by the Virgo, because it says only by the Virgo. It doesn't mean it could just be Virgos. There could be 1 or 2 Cancerians out there, because there is a couple of them, or even Libra or Gemini. But it's very much so a Virgo that's targeted right now for their head. It says it's very sad how this person was going about things. So you have to punish yourself more so as a Libra, because you're not going to get involved as a Scorpio or a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. And it doesn't say that you want to target yourself anyway, because problems are there for them to evict their mind from yours and stop looking for you, because you're not interested in them. And you're not tearing down the road for them to look for yourself. Even in Taurus energy, you said, I see myself as a Taurus right now, or I'm building things in my mind as Taurus would, and I'm not breaking it down. I'm trying to see how I can commit to things right now. And I want to look at things in that way. So Taurus is kind of helping me in my mindset. And it says there's a shift a little bit because they don't want you to. Who? Taurus? It says Taurus don't want you to do too much to copy them. But it says also their mindset is leaving you to wonder why Scorpio is so much greater than anything. Because they have to be. They can be copied too. It's not to say they can't, but they don't like being copied as much. Only with certain things. Privacy. Secrecy. Maybe even intelligence in some way. Not everything. But it says we know why we have to copy each other, because we wouldn't be able to stand on our own. Like, who bloody holds our legs up and our chest and our foot and our ears and our eyes? Do you not know it takes a whole zodiac sign to work in the favors of these things to give you good news? Shoot, you must have secrets sometimes and you want to hold it close to your chest, and you're not a Scorpio, do you not? You still needed Scorpio, I told you. You came into this world as a Scorpio and you died as one. Shit, anything that you needed to do every birthday, every season that you grow older, your limbs grow old, your facial hair comes in, your nose, your hair, your eyes change, whatever it is that happens, you're a Scorpio. Did you not know that? Everybody's a Scorpio. But it says, bloody hell, you didn't know that part. And I have to take a little something from you and you're crying? Come on, man. Stop being mean, Taurus, Virgo. Because you want to be Virgo today. You don't even want to be Taurus yourself. You want to be Virgo, but yet you're crying that I have to use an attribute of yours, a personality trait of yours, and you don't like it? Stop being mean. Come on, be nice. All right? So So it says right now they want to be Virgos, and it says right now they don't care about it, but they're going to be Virgos today into the day they die if they have to. But it says, well, bloody hell, I'll be Taurus then. I'm Scorpio. Okay, I'm going to take over the world anyway, so I don't care. Right? And it says their mindset believes this and it knows this, but it doesn't understand it really worldwide, because it's a big duty that's coming in to warn themselves. Arrest energy is theirs to take for the taking. Like, they're going to be taking down people like crazy over the next 2 months to a year. People are going to be worshipping Scorpio's pinky toe. Yeah, let alone their big toe. Pinky toe is going to be worshipped. Like, oh my gosh, I just need some cream from it. You know, the little piece of cream that you didn't rub it in properly, Scorpio? It was on the corner of it. Can I just have some? Lord have mercy, Scorpio. Do you know how powerful you are? They're going to want your pinky toe cream. That little bit you didn't rub in properly and it's still kind of showing some whites that you need to massage in a little bit. Girl, guy, honey, it says you don't even know how powerful you are, Scorpio. You're going to see it though. But it says you're going to witness these things over time, because jealousy energy is there. And it doesn't say word of advice is going to happen to you right now. It says everything is going to work out in your favor. And it says you will witness these things early, and you will not have to worry about old age and lifestyle problems. You will see blessings come into your lifespan. You will see good news come into your mindset. You'll have blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings. As a Scorpio native star sign, you will have blessings. And it says only the Virgo will understand this. Even the Libra will understand this, because every one of them are going to copy you and wonder why they're getting some good news too. It says a lot of these star signs don't know where it's going right now, but you as a Scorpio will. So you're leading the pack. Right now, in the mindset of this energy, it's going to be great news overall for you and your wedding plans in the next week or two, as someone comes in and wants to propose. And it could be a mindset from the past, or it could be a problem that comes up again, so be careful. And it could be a new person, which is absolutely great if the person is good for you. So watch out for that energy, because you will see a victim mentality that will leave your life and have good news overall for your mind and your wedding plans in the near future. My lovelies, you've got good news coming into your mind to evict the past. So everything's going to work out for you all as Scorpios, especially the Scorpios. If you got Scorpio in your chart, it could work out in some ways depending on the placement, like a Virgo rising. Okay, like ideally if you're Scorpio with a Virgo rising or even a Capricorn rising, it says bloody hell, you made it into the community of love. You also made it into your bank details being blessed. It's like it's on the verge, it's on the cusp of it. It's happening very soon, in a couple of days, maybe a week for some of you. But it's so smart you say this, because it's going to happen in the nighttime or in the daytime. But either way, it's going to happen. Like, I did it now. Like, you know it's coming, but it's like, oh, I've been preparing for this. I knew it was going to happen. And it just happens, especially for the Virgo energies that believe that they're going to have it in their moon sign. Or even the Scorpios that have good news in their moon sign with the Virgo energies. Some of you guys have got moon sign Virgo. Some of you guys got moon sign Scorpio. Some of you guys got moon sign Libra. And it all happens because you had such good news bringing yourself into wealth. Blessings are there for you all. And it says some of you guys have got Libra in your cusp sign as well. Like you've got a Libra cusp. Like you could be a Virgo on a Libra cusp. You've got very good news. Okay, and some of you guys have wedding plans to come in Scorpio star sign native altogether. There's someone that wants to marry you. It could happen in the next year or the next week, but it's a blessing. It's such a blessing. And it says all this time you didn't know that it could bring about good news or even problems, because sometimes weddings can bring problems, or even marriage can bring problems sometimes. So don't worry about it. You'll see blessings coming in either way, because you will murder the mindset around the I am word, or you know, things around the mindset that you could bring in good news with I just know it's gonna happen. Yeah, I just know. It's what it is. And then the thing is, you're going to have good news around those things. The more you manifest, the more you bring it about. So positive affirmations is very good with those two individual statements. The I am, I know. You could write things related to that, and then make sure that you keep reading it word for word, bringing it about, love yourself with it, and just make sure it comes out in all things you want to be positive, and you'll be blessed. Scorpio native is helping you as well with these things, by the way. Okay. So it says, as for Virgos right now, they're not going to punish you too much, but they want to see wedding plans for you in the future. They don't want to see bad news for you either. So if they can't bless you with monetary things in the feel like reality, because it can still come about, they can still bless you with those things, even if it's not their hand that's feeding you, they can still bring it about for you, okay? And they can bring it about for the Scorpios or even the Virgos that need help. Libras, you're also on the way to goodness with this as well. And it also says with the mindset that people want to pray for you with right now, it's got to be good news, or else they're going to keep having sleepless nights and boredom will come to their head. And the Cajun food that could come in. It says this person loves Cajun food, okay? It says they don't know why, but they just do, okay? Now it's time for you to say goodbye to a relative that has passed on in your mind. It says it's not really easy, but you may welcome in a new child after this. It says some of you guys have witnessed this with someone that passed away, but then you gave birth to a new baby boy. Could be a girl for some of you guys, but there's a boy coming in specifically for a Scorpio. And it says it's not even a Scorpio that wants to know that this boy is going to come, really, for some Scorpio females, because they may have 10,000 times over a bad omen with this. They've got boys already. Or they know that there could be a boy coming in for them in another way. However, it says they don't want to know they're having more boys. And it says there is someone that wants a girl out there. So you may have good news with that energy. But it says someone passes and then you get the news that you're pregnant. For some of you guys, it is a girl baby. So don't worry about it. It's just that someone specifically in your bloodline or in your native line, okay, ancestral curses or whatever, could be sending a boy directly to you through the energies. It says don't bother scare yourself if this person comes out to be gay and they start speaking feminine, okay, because you already manifested and ordained yourself to have a girl. Hence why these things happen sometimes. Sometimes it's like you're manifesting something, your ancestors is manifesting something else for you, you didn't know it, and then you have a gay child and they start having a squeaky voice or dressing like a woman or even a man, because it could be a female, and you know that you wanted a girl child, but this person's like, no, I wanted you to have a boy, and then this child is transgender, or they're trying to look like a man. They want to be a stud. Do you see what I'm saying? It says it can work in these ways, and you never even knew that. It's so crazy. So welcome a baby boy or girl in the blood. So now you know that you could have baby boy or girl. It could come out gay for some of you guys. It's not going to come out gay. And for some of you guys, it's not going to be transgender. Don't worry about the situation. We're not trying to scare you here. We're just being honest and real about the situation. So if it does come about, it comes about. Regardless, love your child. That's all that matters, is that you share love with that baby. You give that baby love. You raise that child with love, and you give that child a good life, okay? That's all we care about. And it says God's blessing is upon this as well. We don't realize when we're insulting people at church not to come to the church and not to be there because of their bloodline and this, that, or even things that we say, well, it doesn't say it's right in the Bible to be gay or straight. You don't know how the spiritual world is even formed. It doesn't talk about every single detail in the Bible. We can't refer to everything that goes on in the Bible as blessed and cursed when God didn't label it. And certain people in the Bible will say, I am God. And you didn't realize that. And sometimes even in these folklore writings where we can't understand the Old English versus the New English, or the German shepherd of whatever Christ and whoever said ye and thee and they and thou, you don't understand all that in English. Sometimes it's riddling, and sometimes it's unfair to the mind, because sometimes it can come out as jargon. Sometimes it can come out as gibberish. Sometimes it can come out as bad news to those who writ it, because it can come out as really bad omens to those who are trying to discombobulate it and give it a good outcome, to read it back to your mindset and say, okay, it's this. You know, as a Picasso, like, yeah, it's a painting that I tried to unriddle because it was just splashes of paint. And now I've turned it into a masterpiece of Mona Lisa. Now, it's going to be that way for some of you guys that don't understand. There is a special way of looking at it through karma. You have to uncipher what has been deciphered. And you have to riddle things in a way that your mind can't understand everything the Bible is writing down. In the Old Testament, in the New Testament, in good English, which is plain sight. Now we've changed that writing so you can understand it. Or the Old English where it was like someone else's words that somebody else had to change. And now we've manipulated it to make it sound like it's our own. No, not everything in the Bible is for you. Remember that. And that goes for any biblical book. It could be the Quran. It could be some ancient texts. Yeah, it could be some folklore energy of some text that you don't even understand, and then someone else has to write it out in English for you and read it back to you. You don't know what it says. You have to be honest. You can't keep lying to yourself. And it says people know this in Pisces energy, especially now, because Scorpio is coming in to pick on brains to come and tell what's going on. And it says karma comes like this, but it says it's not going to be karma forever. People do know what's going on in the church. People do know what's going on in the communities. People do know what's going on in the mindsets of the books. People are knowing what's going on overall. Help is on its way. Good news is coming to change the world. Life is shorter than usual for some people's heads that didn't know that they had to change their mindsets because they were trying to pick on people with them same texts they were getting wrong to push in people's heads. Hence why we had a lot of manipulation in the Bible. Hence why we had a lot of jargon. Hence why we had a lot of things that was like, well, we have to manipulate it or talk about it in this way, that way, and the third. And we can't understand it. So it says now we're changing these things for you all to understand and hear the truth. Because not everybody is going to accept this in the church anymore either, even with the pastors. Okay, so it says some of you guys are going to realize that as you move forward in the next week or two. But it says good news for you all that need to see that blessings are coming through your mindsets and your money and energy that's going to come through in a way that you can see victim mentality that's not there anymore. Because beautiful news is coming through the Bible energy to help you out as well for things that you need to do to make more money. There is more energy in there for you to bless yourself with. Trying to tap into those words that you do see in there if you feel like you do need a biblical text to help you to pass judgment on the information. It says you've got good energies in that Bible to manifest things in your life. Don't take it for granted. And you will see this energy come about in Christ the Lord. You're going to see it in Proverbs. For some of you women, don't ever mistaken what is there. Look at who she is in the ending of Proverbs 31. And it says, even when you have mindsets looking at you like, yeah, you go and bless yourself with that energy. Trust me, sis, I am. Trust me, dudes, I am. And it says people that want to insult you in the background and they don't even know where to go. They ain't got a leg to stand on. You already are doing what you got to do to take yourself out of certain situations because they were cursing your way forward. Didn't give your brain time and space to heal from situations, hence why you needed to turn to the book. And they didn't even realize that they're used to say them same words that they could be insulting you with, and they don't even know it. So right now you could be being insulted by someone that's like, yeah, go and take that same book and bless yourself. Go and give yourself good news then. I am. They didn't realize that. Especially people that are targeting you right now. Oh my goodness, it could be Scorpio again. That are being targeted, by the way, because Scorpio keeps getting targeted from the last couple of years before. They keep getting targeted. But it says many of you in the Virgo realm keep getting targeted. Many of you in the Scorpio realm, Sagittarius realm, other realms, you could be getting targeted. All right, you could be a Cancerian, you could be a Gemini, you could be anybody, Aries, Taurus, whoever, Aquarius, wherever, whatever. It says you lot could be targeted right now, but it says don't worry. There's boredom in the heads of some people around you that look into you and wonder what's life like for you. It says karma with you in it because you keep watching me and you think I don't know you're watching me as well. You've got karma riddled all over you. And it says this person doesn't know how to stop looking at you on their lunch break, maybe even looking at you in the toilets, looking at you at home, maybe even looking at you underneath the desk at work with their little cards. They didn't know that you knew all that information, but you know it now. This person keeps watching you. Maybe even picking on your star sign. Need to keep going and reading what's happening with them right now. However they do it. YouTube, maybe somewhere else. Maybe other platforms. TikTok. You know, there's other places you can go to get a reading. Yeah, Patreon. You know what I mean? Marking their territory, looking at you on Snapchat. They bloody didn't know you knew. But they're gonna know, or they will realize you're not with them no more. Why are you watching me for? Now that I've made it in life, what you doing? What you doing? Yeah, go about your business. Stop stalking me. Bloody hell, you trolling me like you bloody ain't gonna bloody get a last meal. Because you need my help. Hence why you're working there to stalk me, right? It says all this time these people didn't know who you were, Scorpio. Yeah, Virgo, Sagittarius, Libra. These are all people stalking you all. And it says there's a lot of them going on in their mindset to do it right now underneath the name of Scorpio, because they want things to change, transpire, or transgress in the name of Scorpio. And it says, bloody hell, did you think my name was the blood of Jesus? You keep praying through my name, and I'm not helping you to pray on my name on me. It's never going to work. So friggin' backfire that seed on yourself. Yeah, you're not going to plant a seed in me and help me to sprout it, and then it's bloody backfiring on me with thorns and needles to poke me back in return until I die. Yeah? A self-hating plant. One that doesn't even bear fruit, because you will take all the fruit in your mind and leave me with nothing. Oh, hell no. Scorpio, it says you don't even know how to preach the way they want you to right now. But it says, you know something? You're going to have good news in your mindset to move past it in November. You will see yourself in a bad omen is what they want, but they don't know how to get you. You're going to block them. And it's going to happen in this June. This June. It's not going to waver. In a couple of days' time, in a week's time. We have to talk quietly, Scorpio. You know why? Because it's private. It's private. They should not know it. How to give you energy of private is what they think. Because they don't want you to be private, Scorpio. But guess what? You have to be. You're going to be. You're not going to allow them to peek their noses in your business every friggin' 5 minutes. Let them piss off. You're going to see good news in your lifespan forever. Oh, hell yeah. Let's celebrate. Juices are overflowing in their mental health for you right now. They didn't know you had a bottle of wine waiting to celebrate this cup of joy. It says, you know what? One of them is really picking on your mindset at this time, but it says you will move past it. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. And on a good note, we can leave you with good news in your mindset. Ideally, we want to speak to you in existence and pray for you and have good news all the days of your life. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Libras, Virgos, Leos, Scorpios, everybody, anyone in the star sign, Aries, anybody, Aquarius, anybody, Capricorns, anyone. You know what? Whoever needs it right now, because you need those blessings. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. I love you all, and I will speak to you guys in the next reading. Ciao for now. Bye.